other small tourism-oriented businesses.
Different people leaving.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, Kay. Tina, 10, Evan, 11, and then Philip, 12. Take it away.
I'm Tina Larsson, and my company's name is the Folsom Group. We are New York City co-op and condo consultants, increasing the property values for 2 million New Yorkers by optimizing their buildings, reducing their expenses, getting their projects done, and finding them new property management.
Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. And thank you, Tina, for being here. And Tina just did a stand-up comedy routine at the Gotham Comedy Club, and I got to see her live, and she was so funny talking about Swedish meatballs. It was really, really cute, the way she talked about her husband and how she met him in a pool. It was just, it was such a lovely, you were definitely the funniest and the most animated and the best person on that show, even better than Jim Gaffilofagus, who was there, by the way, on stage. So you were incredible. So Tina, you were very talented, and thank you for doing that, and thank you for inviting me. It was an honor to be there and to go there. Somebody said that they wanted to do an event. They wanted to do a local event for all the engaged LinkedIn users. Would you come to New York City to an event if we hosted an event in person, or to New Jersey or something? Evan says he would. It would be interesting for us to do a small event for a couple dozen of us to meet in person. So we're planning on doing something this summer. If you want to come, just write yes in the chat, or New York City in the chat. If you want to host an event in your local city, let me know as well. I want to show you guys a quick hack before Evan goes, because I know Evan loves my hacks. So I'm going to quickly just open up. I'm going to open up my LinkedIn profile. Can you guys see my LinkedIn profile? Hopefully you can. On the left side over here, you're going to see I have a company page called Evie AI. So I hope you guys are following the company page called Evie AI. But if I go to the upcoming events, you'll notice that there's an event for May 19th here. Now, the thing is, it already has likes and comments and attendees. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to test this out. This is a hack I recently learned from a LinkedIn influencer that shall not be named because they asked me not to share this with the world. So I'm not sharing this with the world, but I'm sharing this with you guys. I just shared the link to the event that's happening on May 19th. Now, how did I already get 11 attendees and some likes and comments on it? And the way that I got that is this is the hack. Right before the event starts, I click on Manage, Edit Event, and I change the date of the event, which keeps all the same stuff from this event. So I'm going to start doing that as a practice. Right before the event starts, move it to the next event, and this way it'll keep all the engagement. So let's see if this works. If everybody can just take a moment, like this post. It's a post that I posted a while back, so it's not going to kind of show up in anywhere. And then share that you're attending this event. And then let's just see what happens if we can keep these comments for the next time as well. We'll test it out. So if you guys don't mind, I put the link in the chat so you guys can check it out. But what do you think of that little hack, Evan? Don't you think it's cool to be able to maintain it and then build a snowball? He's like mind blown.
I love the idea. I just posted mine for 2 weeks from now, but now I'm going to move it back to next week, and then I'm going to do exactly what you just said. I've been trying to figure out how. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Build a snowball. Build a snowball of an event. So let's just see how big we can build this little snowball. So guys, like and comment on it. Say that you're attending it, and let's just see what happens. If you're already attending, you probably can't say you're attending again, but it would be interesting to see what happens to it. Okay, Evan, do your elevator pitch. Take it away.
I'm Evan Messman. I'm a health transformation coach. You ever climb the ladder to success and leave your health on the bottom rung? I help leaders bring their health back up to the top rung before they fall off altogether, and I do it 3 different ways. I help them lose weight with their minds, not their mouth, not just the weight on their shoulder, but also around the middle. Be intentional with their health. And lastly, taming inner critics.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Evan. And Evan hosts an event every single week called the Accountability Meeting. It happens on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Let me show you how you can easily find this so that you could attend it. If you go into our community and then you click on events on the top, you click on calendar on the top, there's community, classroom, and calendar. You're going to see right here, 5 p.m., the Evergreen Accountability Group. So this happens every single Tuesday at 5 p.m. So we usually get a few dozen people that join that, so make sure to come to that. And we have quite a few events happening. Right after this event, we're having an office hours with Carlos. And we're going to be doing that every single day moving forward. We're going to be adding more office hours for people that need help on how to use Evie AI and how to use AI and how to use LinkedIn and so on. We're also going to be launching a new course because over 100 people said they're interested in a quick course that is called 99 LinkedIn Hacks. So if you like the hack I just shared about moving the event and you want 99 one-minute hacks, the course is going to be offered at 90% off. So if you want 99 hacks, just write 99 in the chat. And this way we know we'll include you as we're only selling it to 100 people initially because we don't want the whole world to get it. And we're giving it to you at 90% off. So just write 99 in the chat if it's something that you would want to get access to as soon as it comes out. We're in the middle of creating it right now because over 100 people said they were interested, but we're only going to sell it to 100 people. Okay, Philip, 12, and then Barbara, 13, and then John, 14, and then David, 15. Go ahead, Philip. Philip just got back from a massive conference, but do your 15-second elevator pitch, Philip.
So, Philip Griffith with PSG Photo Solutions. I'm a certified photo manager. What does that mean? I help you with your photos, not because you don't know where they are, because you can't actually access and use them. I help use you to use your photos to tell your story so they will last for generations. I do this for families and family-run businesses because businesses have photos and have a story to tell. And your heirs don't want a mess. So don't leave them one, leave them your story.
Amazing. Thank you, Philip. Appreciate it. Barbara, 13, and then John, 14, David, 15, and Jason, 16. Go ahead, Barbara. Take it away.
Well, first I've got to say, Joe, I love the number 13 because my son was born on that date. Yes, thank you. You know, numbers are special, right? And I think that you gain a connection through that. I am a neuro leadership and visibility coach, and what I do is I empower women, especially chemists and engineers who are over 45 in the life sciences and in STEM. And what I do is I help them go from trapped and undervalued to highly paid, in-demand type of consultants. And so if you know of anybody who is struggling, any woman who's struggling to get her voice out there, help me find them, and I will help you do the same.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And Barbara has a posting party on Fridays at 11 a.m. within our community where, again, it's small, it's nice, it's community-oriented, and she really gets to know each other and support each other. So if you want to come to that, feel free to join Barbara's posting party. And Barbara, 13 is a very special number because 3 + 1 is 4, and 4 is my favorite. 44 is my favorite number. 4 is a very powerful number. I want to share with you guys a quick hack that you could find. A lot of people are looking for women in general to do business with. And so if you go into Sales Navigator and you click on lead filters, you'll notice there's a concept here called first name. You can search people by specific name. Right here, you see it says first name. So you can actually type in a Boolean search for all the most popular women's first names. So you can actually go into Evie AI and you can tell it, make me a CSV or make me a Boolean. So if you go into content and you go in here, I am creating a Sales Navigator search, searching women's first names. Make me a Boolean search with just 10 women's first names that would work in a Sales Navigator search. Now I press generate, and let's just see what this does for me. Okay, so check this out. I'm going to take this right over here. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to press enter, and let's see what it does. Guys, are you watching what I'm doing here? I just did a search with 19 million women, apparently. Jennifer, Amanda, Kimberly, Sarah. Holy crap. Did you guys just see what I just did? I told Evie AI to make me a Boolean search for Sales Navigator. It did it, and I found 19 million women. Now I can add 34 additional sales filters into there to be able to fully customize it. What type of woman I want to find. Do I want a coach? Do I want a consultant? Do I want someone with 10 years experience? Do I want someone that posted recently on LinkedIn? There's 34 search filters. So if you want to learn Sales Navigator, say, I want to learn SN in the chat. Just write, I want to learn SN. We're going to be doing some dedicated Sales Navigator classes to be able to educate you on how I book appointments using Sales Navigator if you have it. So just write SN in the chat, or I want to learn SN, because we're going to be doing a full day class on Sales Navigator in the near future for those that actually want to learn it. If you're already paying for it, you may as well learn it, but I want to do a special class for just a few people that want to go deep into Sales Navigator and spend a day with me doing it. I did this a while back. We called it the Sales Nav Bootcamp. It's available for sale right now at salesnavbootcamp.com if you want to watch that 6-hour class, but I want to do it again. My team is telling me not to. They're like, Joe, don't do it. It's not as profitable. But for me, I want to go deep with people. And so if you want to learn it, just let me know, and we'll invite a limited amount of people to join that event. Okay. Thank you, Barbara, for sparking that idea for me for finding women. Okay. John 14. And then John 14 sounds like a thing from the Bible. Okay, go ahead. John 14, David 15, right?
Well, my name is John Stoker. I'm the founder and CEO of a company called Dialogue Works and the author of a book called Overcoming Fake Talk. I help corporate leaders and managers hold difficult conversations and improve their emotional intelligence. And I do that through training and speaking opportunities. Been doing it for about 20 years.
Amazing. And thank you for being here. Appreciate you and looking forward to learning more. David 15, Jason 16, and then Howard 17. Take it away, David.
David Rush, not to be confused with David Reich, although we have some overlapping qualities and interests. I'm interested in leverage, how we leverage our time. We have a virtual staffing business, virtual assistants in the Philippines and in Latin America, where if you don't want to do your LinkedIn follow-ups and posting, you can find somebody who's highly skilled at doing so, and other capacities, everything from digital marketing, accounting, you name it. But we love to find great people and provide them to you. Thanks, Joe. This is awesome.
Thank you for being here. Just so you know, guys, some people, they go spend an hour to meet with one person. And here you can get to know 50 people in an hour. Think about that. Think about the power. Not just anybody, but engaged LinkedIn users. So make sure that you come again on May 19th. I would do this more often, but it just takes me a lot of time between each one to follow up. Jen, just make sure everyone's muted that doesn't need to be talking now about chicken or whatever they were talking about. And so the reason I spaced them 2 weeks apart is because if you met every single day, you wouldn't be able to do all the follow-ups. So you need 2 weeks to follow up after this event to make sure that you set up one-on-ones with people in between. And the reason we put numbers next to each person's name is because when I say David, which David are we talking about? And I don't want to have to say everybody's last name. So we just put a number next to your name. This way I say David 15 and so on. So that's kind of like the idea behind that. I want to quickly show you if you want to find out how many Davids you have that you're connected to, you need to use something called a LinkedIn Connections dashboard that will tell you information. So this is an example of a dashboard that we built for all the people that get the bundle. So if you do want this and you need the bundle, just let us know that you need the bundle. Jen, check out the waiting room. We have some people waiting there. And also give Carlos access to the waiting room if you can handle that. But check this out. If I go in here and I just search David, I'm going to search David on LinkedIn just to quickly show you something interesting. And I click on first degree. LinkedIn took away the number of Davids I'm first degree connected to. You see that? There used to be a number here telling you how many people, but LinkedIn took that away from the UI because they actually want you to search using Sales Navigator. They want you to search using Sales Navigator instead, and they want you to give you the number. But even in Sales Navigator, it just says 1K plus. You see that? It doesn't tell me how many Davids I have. It just says 1K plus. If you want the exact number of Davids and you want them in a spreadsheet, what you need to do is you need to come to the dashboard, click on Data, create a filter, and then you need a filter for all the Davids. So you clear it, you do David, you press Select All. There's 46 variations of David here. And now, as you can see, I have a total of, it says over here, 62 different Davids. You see that? It gives me a variation of 62 different Davids in many different ways. Matthew, David, David L, David K, and so on, which is super, super interesting. I'm going to take off all the things. I'll do this again just to kind of show you one more time. Data, create a filter, click on this here, search. First you clear them all, then you do David, then you do select all, then you press OK, and then you can see all the Davids. I have 62 different variations of David here, and I can actually see all the Davids that I have, and I can connect with all these Davids. And the reason I like knowing how many people I have for each first name is because that'll give me an indication of the types of people that I'm actually connected with on LinkedIn. And we'll be talking about that more in our 2-hour session on Wednesday at 10 a.m. So please come to that so I can teach you how to be able to target people based on our first name hack, first name strategy, to be able to literally message every single one of your connections. All right. Who's next? Looks like my screen changed a little bit. Oh, Jason 16 is next. Jason 16, and then Howard 17, and Peter 18. Go ahead, Jason.
Hi, I'm Jason Cement out in Los Angeles. I run a marketing agency. It's called Get Visible. I've been doing this for 20 years, have 20 people on our team. Very simply, we take you from being invisible to inevitable and just get you visible online. Simple.
Awesome. Awesome. If someone was going to get you on a podcast, this is the thought I want you guys to think about. And thank you for signing up to the bundle, Jason. If somebody was going to get you onto a podcast, what would be the topic you would speak about? Let's just all take a moment and think about the topic we would speak about. I would speak about how to get clients on LinkedIn with artificial intelligence. But what would be your topic? Put that in the chat so that we could, many of us have podcasts here and we can all host each other. I'm getting on Ellie's podcast today at 4:30 p.m. I don't know if you guys see Ellie, the EOS trainer 28. He'll be coming soon to give us his elevator pitch. But he also signed up to Evie AI Pro recently, and he's been a long-time promoter and a premium member and so on. But think about what type of contribution you would be able to make to somebody's podcast and put that in the chat so people can kind of get to know you and can get to want to connect with you based on that. Howard 17, Peter 18, and then Mike 19, and then Milana 20. Go ahead, Howard. Take it away.
Yes, so I'm Howard Gershman. I live in the Hudson Valley area in New York, and I just put my podcast title, I help you get your financial act together. What I do is help people get their financial act together, teaching people the basic financial stuff they should have been taught in high school.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing, Howard. Yeah, who are you looking to connect with? What? You want to finish that sentence?
Oh, yeah, just connect with regular, middle-class, everyday people, just trying to help get their financial act together so they can get out of debt, save some for retirement, get their kids to college, and live happily ever after.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Peter 18, Mike 19, Milana 20, and Dustin 21. Go ahead, Peter.
Hi, I'm from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, where you really want to be in June and July each year because of our great weather, obviously, but also because of the Grand Prix, the international fireworks, Just for Laughs, and Jazz Festival. Enough about Montreal. When you think of amplifying your voice, simplifying your business, and harnessing AI's full power, think of me, the one-click specialist. With my multitude of AI apps, I help you connect your heart with tech, reveal the best version of yourself, and finally get paid for what you know, not just what you do.
Love that. Thank you very much. Round of applause. You know what you made me think about? I spent a year in Montreal. You know what you made me think about when you said that? You made me think about French fries with gravy and cheese on it. What is that called? Poutine. Poutine. Has anybody ever had poutine? Like, oh my goodness.
It's got to be proper poutine, though. It can't just be something named poutine. It's got to be proper.
What's your okay? So this is the question. I consider poutine like an appetizer. What is your favorite appetizer? Put that in the chat. This is great networking, so we can all kind of get to know each other. And Peter, thank you for bringing that up. But what's your favorite? What's your favorite appetizer? It doesn't have to be healthy, just whatever it is. We got Bang Bang Shrimp from Rick. We got Vegemite Toast. Interesting. Never had that before. Okay, Mike 19, Milana 20, and Dustin 21. Mike, take it away.
Yep. Hey, thanks. Mike Larkin with Airstrike Marketing and American Solutions for Business. I'm an omni-channel marketer, and I've been in the business for 45 years. So I look at everything from direct mail to digital to OTTV, everything. And right now I've been working a lot with different databases. I just found a list of yacht owners that have a net worth of over $20 million. If you're interested in that market, did another one where we were talking about gourmet food, fine wine, and cigars that have a net worth of over $5 million. So if you're looking for a particular niche market, I can find it for you.
Powerful, powerful, guys. Connect with Mike if you're looking for that niche, because the riches are in the niches, and pitches get stitches. No, pitches don't get stitches. I don't know, whatever. Awesome. Thank you, Mike. Okay, Milana 20, Dustin 21, and then Catherine 22. Go ahead, Milana. Take it away.
Hey guys, my name's Melena Thornton. I'm the founder of Echo Consultants, and we help overwhelmed businesses owners go from hustle to harmony. We use smart AI systems that handle content, communication, and just that daily chaos, so you can focus on what matters. And I hate elevator pitches, so sorry about that.
No, you did great. You did great, Milena. And by the way, if you guys haven't set your name pronunciation on LinkedIn, there's a little icon you could have next to your name. And you do that from your mobile phone. When you edit your name, there's a button there where you could record a 10-second pronunciation. My tip would be, don't just say your name, but also say who you help and how you help them, and give some of them a call to action within 10 seconds. So I tell people, if you actually heard this, send me a DM letting me know if you heard this. And a lot of people will send me DMs saying, Joe, I heard your 10-second thing on your profile. That's pretty cool. How'd you do that? Or whatever, you know? So make sure that you're leveraging that. And Milena, thank you for correcting me. I'll try to remember that. Dustin 21.
No, you're fine. Thanks, Joe.
Dustin 21, Catherine 22, and then Jason 23.
Hey everyone, Dustin from Australia. I love my Vegemite toast in the morning. For appetizers, not too sure, but who knows. I'm a software developer, and I like to help allied health professionals help grow their practices in the Brisbane region in Australia, in Queensland, Australia, using AI-powered marketing, sales, and service systems. Thanks, guys.
Awesome, and thank you for being here. Speaking of development, something I really started doing a lot recently was called vibe coding. So if you go into our library and then you click on special AI links, you're going to see a lot of the tools that we teach our clients to use. One of them that I really like is called the Alignable Group Saver. Now, do you use Alignable? You can say Alignable yes or Alignable no. Alignable is only available in the US right now, I think in the US and Canada. And this allows you to be able to go into any group inside Alignable. It's a great place to meet business owners. So I'm going to go to Alignable right now just to kind of show you how this works. And I go into groups in Alignable. And then if I find people that I want to extract into, say, a spreadsheet from a particular group, I just have to go into that group. So for example, I want to go into all things about networking, and I see that there are 69,000 people here. So I can go into the community. I'm not going to grab all 69,000. Maybe I'll connect with the out of the 69,000, maybe the ones that I'm actually connected to, or I have something in common, or that are new members. And then I'll essentially just select the ones that I want, like this. Just Control-C, copy. And then I'll go into the special tool that we built, paste it, and hit process. And now we have a spreadsheet with all these people here that you could even do AI research on these people using Evie AI, which is extremely, extremely powerful. If you start checking out the AI research technology that we make available to you guys, it makes life so much easier to be able to have AI agents do all the research for you. So I'm curious to know who's using Alignable. Alignable, no, 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 no. Okay, cool. Awesome. And some of you are yes. So find yourselves within Alignable and leave yourselves recommendations. Really powerful. All right. Who's next? Go ahead. Catherine 22, Jason 23, and then Sandra 24.
I'm Catherine Robinette with Keystone and Raven. I help leaders at all levels create thriving workplaces. I'm all about change management, team building, employee engagement, and company culture.
Awesome. Thank you for being here, Catherine. Appreciate you. Jason 23, Sandra 24, Dan 25, and then we'll figure out where the 26 went. Go ahead.
I'm Jason Myers. The company is Austin Lawrence Group. We're a small digital marketing agency specializing in SaaS, or software as a service companies. Best fit clients are small software companies, maybe 50 to 250 employees roughly, may need supplemental marketing help, or they have small marketing departments. We also focus on advertising. Recently saved a client $400,000 in their annual spend by making a small change on their landing page form. And we also offer a free review of messaging and advertising effectiveness.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Sandra 24, Dan 25, and Jason 27.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Joe, a brilliant, caring dad who has watched his family grow. And then one day he decided to reach out and let 1,000 people into every AI.
Yay! How beautiful was that, guys? In the chat, write beautiful or put a heart in the chat for Sandra. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. My vision is indeed to build a group of 1,000 engaged LinkedIn users. LinkedIn is a global platform with 1.2 billion members right now, and it's growing very fast at a rate of 3 new members every second. However, if you have a bunch of connections that don't like and comment on your stuff, that doesn't help you. You have a bunch of people that are not willing to get on the phone with you, that doesn't help you. So I'm going to build a community, and you guys are the beginning of it, of 1,000 people that are all engaged on the platform, that all want to support each other, and that are all here for each other to be givers. We have to be givers, not takers. And so that's kind of like what we're building here. We are at the beginning of the mission, and we're all going to be using tools to make things go faster. One of the tools that I like using is called Evie AI, which a lot of you are already familiar with. If you don't already have the sales assistant, I highly recommend that you get the sales assistant. So say, for example, you're on LinkedIn and you see somebody looks at your profile. So look at this. I can see the caller ID of everyone that looked at my profile. So I see that Blaine Udell, the CEO of the president of AFCO Mechanical, looked at my profile. So I can just pull up his profile, and as soon as I pull it up, it shows that it's already saved here. And because it's saved, I see that he's an EANYC, and then I can deploy an agent that will start researching Blaine to figure out, okay, is Blaine a good customer for me? What's the story? I know Blaine for me is a $100,000 opportunity. Why? Because we're targeting HVAC companies, and he has an HVAC company, and I can see, and I know that he has 100 trucks on the road, and I personally know him and all of his children, and I know his story intimately, and I'm going to be building a deep relationship with him. And the fact that he even jumped on my LinkedIn today gives me a trigger, a reason for me to start hitting him up. And as you can see, I have his email address right over here that I can save into Evie AI. Isn't this incredible that you can get unlimited access to these tools for no additional cost? And now you're able to save the information right here, and I can go ahead and call him. I even have conversation starters, potential business opportunities, notable achievements, and I can keep going on and on. The beauty is that we have also templates available here. For those of you that like to use prompts, we have all the prompts available to you guys. So if I want, I can inject a personality prompt here, and it'll do a DISC assessment on him. It'll do a Myers-Briggs on him. It'll help me be able to really understand who this person is to a very deep level so that I can synthesize communication strategy to understand the specific preferred pace and style, the phrases that will likely resonate, the topics of value. And again, we're going to be going deep and talking about this in more detail on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing a 2-hour session. So if you get the bundle, then you'll be able to attend that and you'll be able to really learn how to properly leverage LinkedIn. Okay? Because my goal is to not just teach you how to use it, but put you into a place where you have accountability every week. You have parties and events. You have a full community of people and help really, really support you on this mission of 1,000 engaged LinkedIn users. All right, Dan, thank you very much, Sandra, for that beautiful voice and for that beautiful song. Dan, 25, Jason, 27, and then Susan, 29. Go ahead, Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan Newmark at Newmark Digital Presentations. I'm a presentation designer and video editor. I create multimedia PowerPoint, Google Slides, Apple Keynote, and Synthesia AI talking head presentations that intrigue, entertain, and motivate prospective customers or investors into action, featuring high-end design, advanced animation, video editing, and video and audio clips and presentation formatting. As a video editor, I also can convert your presentations into videos that you can feature on YouTube or on your website, as well as short-form video versions of your presentations for social media. My clients include major corporation and Fortune 500 companies. My online portfolio is available at www.newmarkdigital.com.
Thank you very much for sharing that. I don't know if you guys know this, but I use Synthesia. So, the one thing that stuck out for me is like, oh man, he does talking head presentations using Synthesia, because a lot of people have 2 left hands and they don't know how to use it. So it's interesting. I actually used Synthesia to help me be able to negotiate to buy the home that I'm sitting in right now in New Jersey. So it's just, if you want that story, just hit me up about that. But Synthesia is very powerful. I went to a studio, they cloned me for $1,500. And then I took that clone of myself and I hosted it on Synthesia for $1,000 a year. And then I made a bunch of courses and talking head videos and so on. But it is complicated to do. So Dan, thank you for offering something like that. And it's just so interesting to see how people are coming up with solutions for the market using AI tools on behalf of customers. Very, very interesting. You're the first person I ever heard do an elevator pitch like that, saying that they do done-for-you Synthesia. Very powerful. Thank you for sharing that. Jason, 27, Susan, 29, and Steve, 30. Go ahead, Jason. Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason. I've been an IT director in the retail space for 20 years, but my real job is that you go into a wine bar, you go into a restaurant, especially in Midtown Manhattan, and their specialty is food, right? Their specialty is not doing IT. So what I do is I set up all the IT, the point of sale, and everything that a restaurant, a wine bar would need to run their business. I do almost every business in Chelsea Market in New York City. If you go into any of the wine bars or restaurants in there, when you pay, everything is automated. When you connect to their internet, everything's automated. And I'd love to be able to do that for you. 35 restaurants and wine bars under the portfolio in New York City right now, and happy to talk to you about your needs.
Amazing. Thank you very much for sharing. Appreciate you, Jason. By the way, think about the people that are in this room. Like, wow, unbelievable, incredible people. And make sure that you come on May 19th at 10 a.m. again. We're going to be doing this 25 times. So make sure you come to each one and that you engage with everybody's content and that you support each other. To make it very easy for you to engage on content, we created a keyboard shortcut inside Evie AI that allows you to be able to automatically leave a comment with a quick keyboard shortcut just like that. Do you guys know what the keyboard shortcut is? I want to quickly show you what the keyboard shortcut is to make it really easy for you guys. I'm going to quickly share my screen. By the way, you getting value from the tips, or should we just do elevator pitches? Because we have a couple more. Okay, we're getting value. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to hit share again just to quickly show you. So this is what my LinkedIn looks like here. I'm going to open up Evie AI on the side here. So you see it opens up just like this. I can set my goal, my tone, and my persona. I can have lots of different personas. And if you come to the office hours, it's happening in 5 minutes, then you'll be more than happy to share. But so if I wanted to comment on Evan Messman's post, I just have to press Alt-G, and then Evie AI will automatically start the process of commenting. And then, the manual process would be to click on the comment button and press Insert. But if I press Alt-G inside the comment box, it'll automatically go ahead and just draft the comment for me. So that makes life so much easier. That's the idea. Just click into the comment box and press the Alt-G button. But it needs to be activated for your account. So if for whatever reason it's not working, just come to the office hours and we'll activate it for your account. Susan, 29, Steve, 30, and then Jane, 31. So happy to see you here, Jane. Go ahead, Susan.
So, hello, everybody. I am Susan Tyson, and I appreciate that you're joining Joe and me to help me celebrate my birthday today. I'm not going to tell you the number. And I am a marketing consultant, and I specialize in building the marketing strategy for small businesses that help them save more money. I wrote a book on marketing strategy called Marketing Without the Nonsense, which I'm happy to share with anybody who would like to get it. It's a free digital book.
Amazing. Thank you
So
for being here.
connect with me.
Thank you for being here. We're going to go to Ellie, 28. Ellie, I see your hand is up, so feel free to open up your mic, Ellie, and share your elevator pitch, and then we'll move on to Steve, 30. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. I'm an EOS implementer, which is the Entrepreneurial Operating System. It's a simple set of practical tools to help the leadership team achieve what they want, help them get unstuck, less frustration, common language, clarifying around their vision. It's a human energy system. It's an in-person course or over Zoom. Anybody want more information? Hit me up. It's typically best fit and best value for companies that are between 10 and 250 employees.
Thank you very much for being here, Ellie. Appreciate it. Steve, 30. Let's keep it to 15 seconds so we can try to get through everybody before the top of the hour. Steve, 30, Jane, 31, and then Hirsch, 32. Go ahead, Steve.